Hey, welcome back to another episode of Instant Ramen Podcast. I'm your host, Juan. As always, my co-host here with me. Hey, Trip.
Hey, baby girl.
How you doing?
I'm so good. How are you, man?
Pretty solid, man. It's been a crazy week.
Tell me about it,
Really?
please.
You want to hear about it?
I want to hear about it.
Before I tell you about it.
Oh yeah, that's probably a good idea.
I should tell you what we're going to be talking about.
What are we
this week.
talking about this week?
This week we're going to be talking about the new Netflix animated series, Be the Beginning.
Ooh, is that an original? Is that a Netflix original?
That is an original. You, my friend, have a good eye. That is an original anime.
Man, that name though.
Be
right?
the Beginning.
All right, cool.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to talk about in a bit.
We sure are.
We were on top of it today.
Yeah, hey, that was all you, okay?
Okay, so yeah, this week's been nuts.
Oh, nice. I love nuts.
Monday, I went to a concert.
Okay.
Got to see Brockhampton.
Okay.
Dude, they were fucking amazing.
Yeah, I had a couple of friends that went too. Like
Really?
everyone was like, "Oh, this is fucking awesome."
The thing is, I don't really go. I haven't gone to many live things, but I do know that sometimes in live events, people don't sound the way they do in recordings.
So how did he sound live?
How did he sound? Mr. Hampton.
Why did I say that? How did they sound live?
Mr. Hampton sounded amazing.
That's wonderful.
They all sounded really good. None of them disappointed. They were just on fire. They're all really good rappers, really good performers.
Yeah.
We did have a bit though. Like we were just kind of waiting. Where it's like, is that Hampton? Is that Brock? Is that Mr. Hampton? No, that's Brock. We're waiting for Hampton to show up. You know?
Of course.
And then at the near the end, they have a guy who's in the group. His name's Bareface. He's from England, and he exclusively sings and plays the guitar. He's really angsty or whatever. And those are like the mellow songs on the albums and stuff. So they were going nuts doing the rap and stuff, and then you could tell they were tired. They're like, "All right, guys, you guys want to hear some Bareface?" I'm like, "Okay." So then Bareface plays 3-4 songs in a row, and they all go off stage. And I was just like, "Yeah." And everybody's like, I look around, I'm like, "Oh my god, that's him, guys! It's Brockhampton.
That's Mr. Hampton.
Mr. Hampton came. Oh my god, I'm so happy." No, this sucks. The line was super long, crazy long.
Oh really?
Yeah, it was around the block and down the street.
Jesus. And this was in Sacramento?
Yeah, the Ace of Spades. They opened doors at 7. I didn't get in there until 7:40.
Okay.
And then everybody packs in sardines, and the music didn't start till around 9.
Yeah. Did you get a good spot?
We got, the thing is, the venue's it's a nice venue, and it's kind of small on the smaller side, so anywhere I am, I can see the stage amazingly. So we weren't in the front or in the back, near the middle, off to the side. But what happened was, as soon as they did their first song, everybody pushed,
Ooh, yeah.
So we got way close. I was like, oh my god! And there's a lot of dancing, a lot of yelling and singing, and it was a good time.
Hey,
and then I ran into DJ.
I was just gonna ask that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, I bet
DJ showed up, and he just he after I did, when he made his way towards us, and we talked for a bit, and he looks at me and he goes, "Hey man, as soon as the first song goes off, as soon as they start playing and start going, if they start going off, he's like, I'm gonna make my way to the front." I was like, "No man, you do you," because DJ's a smaller guy.
Yeah, of course. Hey DJ, you got this. Don't worry, man.
The 3 other guys I was with are on the bigger side, tall or kind of like me and you. Music starts, people push. DJ's halfway to the stage. I look up again. DJ's at the front of the stage. I look again. DJ's all the way to the left of the stage. I was like, "What?" He's just moving around like a madman. Great time. Then had class at 8 in the morning the very next day.
Ooh,
which is
that
miserable.
Sounds like a fun time.
Horrible time.
What time did the show let out?
Well, around 11ish.
Okay, so that's not too bad. Getting home and getting at least 5 hours of sleep.
Yeah. Well, we got 11, and then 2-hour drive because we had to stop somewhere and eat because we hadn't eaten, and then get to Chico, just pass out. Oh man. And then the whole rest of the week was just kind of just a fucking busy getting school work stuff done. And then on Thursday, my buddy Adrian came from out of town. He's from Seattle, and we had some drinks. And then Friday was Ryan's birthday thing, and
which unfortunately I couldn't go to, and I was pretty upset because I said that I was.
It's okay, don't worry about it. So we did that, and then we went out again. And then Saturday did basketball, and then it's Sunday, and the whole week I've been fighting this cold and. Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze.
But you look beautiful,
and that's my life.
Yeah, that's a bummer though, man. I mean, last week I had a headache for 4 days in a row. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I'm like, you know what? I'm eating fine. I'm having vitamins. I'm drinking a shitload of water. I'm getting enough sleep. What's wrong? still, I never figured it out, but it went away. So now I feel like a champion. I'm like, I beat whatever the fuck that was.
I couldn't tell you, man. I'm not a doctor.
You should be.
Apparently, Sierra was really upset with me today because we went to lunch. And she kind of like stopped. She's like, you need to go to the doctor and get your sleep apnea checked. And I was like, I don't even know what that is. And she's like, you don't breathe when you sleep. It's like, that's impossible. I'm right here. Of course I breathe when I sleep.
So you think you have sleep apnea then?
She says I have it. I can't tell. I'm asleep.
You know what? Like bigger dudes have problems with that. But
part.
Like, yeah, I don't know either. Like, apparently you feel like you didn't get a good night rest and stuff. Like that's one of the symptoms or whatever.
I feel great.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I don't know. I don't fucking rejuvenate. Because I know I snore like a motherfucker. Right?
I do snore.
But I've tried
mouth guards.
I tried one. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Fucking hate it.
Is it hard to sleep within your mouth?
Yeah, well, it's like a weird thing where like
you feel like you're gonna choke.
It pulls your tongue forward. Yeah, so it's like a very weird thing. And fuck that. I fucking hated it. I tried it for like a week because I was like, I should probably try to address like my snoring issue, get rid of all that snoring. Nah, fuck that. It's horrible. And then other people are just like, I don't know, sleep on your stomach or something. And I'm like, that one sounds good. I'll just fucking try that. Thanks, internet stranger.
How do you sleep? I'm actually kind of curious though.
Like a fucking monster. Like
I'm saying like flat on your stomach.
Well,
like starfish.
I do a lot of like on my side type stuff, you know,
left side or right side.
I start on my left and I end on my right. You know, I'm getting ready for sleep. I'm like, I'm cozy. And then I'm like, nah, fuck this other side. Yeah. And then I'm like, and I need to kick the blankets off. I'm a restless motherfucker. I wake up in the morning and I'm like on the other side of the room. And I'm like, how did that even happen? I'm having a good time in my sleep, I guess.
You see like the destruction from one side of the bed to the other side of the room where you're just like, shit just got fucked.
I'm like, okay, I know that I'm doing something wrong, but I don't know what it is. So that's how I sleep.
Yeah. So,
but yeah, no, I try to do the on my stomach thing. Just to get used to it for like, you know, stopping snoring and whatnot. And maybe it will make me feel better. Rested. And like, I sleep on my stomach sometimes, you know, you get a little stomach action. It's horrible. Action. It's fucking horrid.
It's weird. Yeah. No. So the best part of the story is like, I'm like, okay, so to appease her, I said I'd do it. I'm not going to do it. Don't tell her.
What the fuck?
I'm totally not going to do it.
Bro.
Don't tell her though.
Bro.
Don't tell her I'm not going to do it.
What do you?
I'm going to tell her I went and the doctor said you're fine, but I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go. You're on my side, right?
Well, okay. So here's the thing. I don't honestly know what a doctor can do for you.
Exactly. I mean, actually,
like, it's one of those things where you just, if you did go to the doctor, they were like, so you think you have sleep apnea?
Yeah.
Like, okay, cool. We're not going to watch you sleep.
So. No, I mean, sometimes you go to a place where they do sleep studies on you, which sounds miserable.
Yeah, but that sounds like a whole expensive other type deal.
No, apparently Sierra's sister had it, and it was because like her something with I don't know what this is called, like her septum.
Yeah.
Like, it was too thin, so she had a surgery and they fixed it. And she's fine.
Okay,
but I don't want that. I'm fine. Anyways, so here's the thing. I'm going home. I run into my mom, and Sierra's there. She's like saying hi to my mom. I was like, Mom, guess what? I got to go to the doctor now because Sierra says I have to go. And she's like, What's wrong? And I was like, she says I don't breathe in my sleep. My mom just goes, that's impossible. You're here. You're alive. And she's like, that doesn't make any sense. And my mom, and I was like, you see her? You see what she just did? And my mom's also like, your father does that all the time. He's fine.
I mean, like, on one hand, I'm on your side that you don't need to go to the doctor, but on the other hand, sleep apnea is a serious problem. Yeah. So, like, you should probably try to do some shit about that.
Okay, fine, Trip. I'll go to the doctor. I'm not going to go to the doctor.
What? You can't whisper that, like, well, I'm right here.
Close your ears.
Okay.
I'm not going to go to the doctor. Well, I want people to know that Trip literally just pinched his face really hard and tried to close his ears without his hands.
Yeah, I was like, it didn't work out great. I heard doctor, and I'm not going to go to. And so I heard all the words.
Damn it. Yeah. Anyways, Trip, what's good with you, man?
Yeah, man, what's good with me? Fucking nothing. Nothing's good with me.
You haven't done anything?
No. Okay, so here's the thing. I was supposed to go to that fucking surprise party thing, which has a whole convoluted story behind it that wound up not happening. Thank God.
Sierra was just like, did Trip tell you what happened? I was like, no. He's like, well, he's not going to be able to make it. I was like, okay, it's fine. He's not dead.
I was very upset about it. Okay, so here's the whole thing. There was supposed to be a surprise party thrown for our friend, Ryan.
Which friend?
Ryan.
My friend, Ryan.
Excuse me?
Oh, our friend Ryan. I'm sorry. Oh my god, I'm so confused. I was like, because I thought first. Okay, time out. I thought you were explaining why you couldn't go. It's like, oh, another friend of yours, Ryan, had a party. No.
So we were supposed to go to the surprise party, but Juan had a whole other thing because there was a stupid fucking plan where he had to go to Reno for the weekend trip. That was the fake out. The real trip was actually Sacramento, which is for like a couple hours, which was just another fake out. The real plan was to go to a fucking surprise party back in town. So, driving to Reno. Oh no, fuck that. Surprise. Go to Sacramento. Fuck that. Surprise. We're actually going back home for a party. It was just a whole thing that's just wildly disappointing. So, didn't wind up happening.
That got fixed.
Oh my God. Thank God.
It was, what happened was, she made this, our friend's girlfriend made this really convoluted reason for him to leave the house, even though the party wasn't technically at his house. So I don't understand.
Yeah, that's the weird part.
So the party got switched to being at his house. So then it became more of an issue. But then she just like broke and just said, she told him, I was like, cool, this solves everybody's problems.
Thank God.
But yeah, Trip couldn't make it to the party. It's fine.
I was upset. So here's the whole deal. I was on call that night. So I was fully prepared to leave the party if I had to at any moment. So I wasn't going to drink or anything. I was just going to hang out. And then Thursday, the party was on Friday. So Thursday, my manager's like, tomorrow night I'm gonna do parking with you. We're gonna go call the tow truck and we're gonna like show you all the steps for if you need to do that.
Walk you through it.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, I mean, Leandro kind of showed me how to do parking, and I already know how to take pictures and everything, and like what I'm supposed to do. It doesn't take that long. It's not much effort. So like, if you don't want to spend your time after work doing that, by all means, like don't. I know how to do it. And he's like, it'll be good to go through it again. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Well, I'll see you tomorrow at 8. He's like, you're not working tomorrow? And I'm like, no, I'm not working tomorrow. I'm just going to do this at 8 at night. And that's
it. Yeah.
All right. So, then he was like, we'll talk. So I came in before they closed and I'm like, hey, so should we meet up for this? And he's like, I don't know. Probably you should still go around. You should meet the security guard at the very least. We're probably not going to do parking tonight. So I'm like, all right, so I'll go meet the security guard. So that's what I did. Instead of doing the parking, which canceled it, then I had another thing. It was a bunch of fucking bullshit.
I'm upset for you, homie.
I was just like, because I committed to this like 2 weeks ago. I was like, yeah, I'm going to this bullshit surprise party thing. That sounds like a blast.
Back then, at that point,
I got the day off.
It still was a surprise party.
Yeah. And then all this shit happened, and I'm like, hey, Sierra, can't go.
Yeah.
I felt really bad.
That's okay. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Everybody was drunk, so everybody had a good time.
Oh, okay. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Aside from that, just, playing my casual video games, a little bit of Monhun. Did some Donkey Kong Country 3 streaming. I got like one little segment left. Pretty much just the last world and then the secret world. So it's, next time I do that, I'll wrap it all up. It's a fun ass time. I love that shit.
What about anime wise? Been doing anime stuff?
Holy shit. Let me tell you a thing or two about anime. I'm caught up with like everything I've been watching, except for Laid Back Camp. That one's kind of my casual thing where I'll like binge a few episodes. And I lied. I'm not caught up with everything because I started another show.
When did you start?
I've been watching
Sisters All You Need.
Yes, I've been watching it. Yes, I've been watching both of those at the same time to see which one is more arousing.
Citrus.
No.
Sisters All You Need?
No.
Boku no Hero.
I just look at my reflection whenever the screen is black, and I'm like, that's right there.
That's the
one.
Gets me going.
But no, I started watching since I wanted to, but I didn't get around to it. Place Further Than the Universe.
Oh yeah, okay.
And I love it. I don't know if it's my favorite this season, but it shot up so quickly. I think I like it more than Overlord. I'm not sure if I like it more than Kokoku. Yeah.
Kokoku. Sierra likes a Place Further Than the Universe.
Yeah. Oh my God. It was fucking great. There was one point and I'm like, oh, okay, so this show's going to make me cry at the end. Is that what it's going to fucking do? Because I'm almost crying right now. Like, what the fuck are you doing? And the animation's fantastic. The jokes are fantastic. It's a good time. I recommend it to most people that like anime. It's better than I thought it was going to be for sure.
It must be good because like she was saying that like it was making her tear up and cry, and I was just like,
oh yeah.
I was like, what? You're a heartless machine. Like,
well, there's a whole thing. It gets like the second episode. Kyle and I were like, oh, her mom's dead. Like we realized like, oh, she wants to go to Antarctica where her mom is.
Yeah,
because her mom's dead there.
Oh,
so
yeah,
she wants to
visit
her grave. Yeah. And there's a scene where she's like sending out an email to her mom, and I was like, fuck.
Kyle, hold me.
It got me fucking bad. But yeah, I've been keeping up with a shitload of the other shows that I've been enjoying. Overlord, we got to see some cool butler action. Oh man, it was fucking awesome. You know, there's a fat dude and he's like having sex with the prostitute and punching her in the face, right? And I'm like, that's disgusting and fucked up. Butler comes in, slaps him in the face like 80 times, throws him out in the hallway and kicks a hole in his chest and like all of his guts spill out. I'm like, hey, there we go, Butler man.
Couldn't tell you if that's true or not because I
it
haven't
was
seen
absolutely
it.
Oh man, it was fucking great. I love that. And I kind of realized that Overlord, the first season of it was focusing on our main character and his whole story and like what's going on with that. This whole second season is just like building the world. Cool. It's not like really touching on what's going on with him at all. It's just like, these are the lizard people and here are like some human people and here's the butler stuff. And it's just like focusing on little elements and kind of building the world, which is awesome. We finally got to see the queen chick being like, or princess, I don't know what she is, like showing her dark side and showing how she's faking like being super pleasant and nice all the time. She's like, if anybody fucks with my best friend or like guy that I love or whatever, I'll fucking murder them. And I'm like, oh yeah, because she's like this sweet little girl, like. And suddenly she's like, I'm gonna fucking kill him.
I'm very behind with that.
It's a good time. Kokoku doing tight stuff. Finally, like we get to see how it's going to culminate into the ending. There's a lot of cool stuff going on. There's going to be...
It's your cat, I think.
Yeah. My cat's just scratching. I don't think that you could hear it on the... I don't think you could hear it. Anyways, Kokoku, it's leading up to a big event at the very end. And I'm very excited about that. It's just kind of showing like how each character has a role in this story rather than, you know, there were a couple that were important. It's showing how each individual is like gonna be a big part of the end. So I'm very excited about that. After the rain, just it got, you know, it got a little bit different.
Got creepy.
No, like, I mean, the girl has admitted her feelings towards the like manager or whatever, and he's at the point now where he's like, you know what, we're friends. Like, we're friends outside of work, and we're friends at work. We're friends now. It's cool.
Friends that fuck?
Nah, man, none of that.
Nah,
he's a dad.
Friends.
He's a dad.
Dads fuck. Dads fuck all the time.
Dads do not. Okay, they take care of their family, is what they do.
Dude, they make money. They bring home the bacon. And they fuck.
They run a fucking restaurant while their kid is with the divorced mom. Okay? That's what they do. That's their life.
That's sad.
It's, yeah, I mean, it's not
That's
like the happiest. It's not the happiest story, but like, you know,
dad.
Dude, I'm down. I'll do it. I don't care. Look at me. I don't care.
I don't want to work at a restaurant.
I'll be your dad.
You'll be my dad?
I'll be your dad.
My dad does work at a restaurant, so.
Yeah. That's true. So yeah, that shit's good. Black Clover, there's a lot of animation that's bothering me.
Oh yeah?
It's kind of lazy.
Ooh.
A lot of lazy animation.
Well, they did promise
cool
50
stuff.
episodes, so like they have to pick and choose what episodes
and
look good.
They're going with it quick too, like continuing on for this like 2-core thing. But then the story, you know, it's kind of progressing slower than I expected, considering that they're like 50 episodes and the whole goal of the main characters is to become the Wizard King. I don't know. They've met the Wizard King. They're fighting some evil. It's fun.
Cool.
I'm down with that. Yeah, and I watched all the anime that we had to watch for this week. Darling in the Franxx is dope.
Yeah.
You been watching that still?
No.
What the fuck are you
This
watching?
week's been really crazy. I told you I haven't done anything this week.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
But spring break's coming up.
Woo!
I can't wait to watch all the animes I haven't watched. Hopefully by then it won't be your time for a wrap up. It might be time for a wrap up.
Yeah. It's
next. It's not. It's after this week coming up.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
We'll make it a real sensual episode.
Cool. That's what I'd like to hear. Anyways, like I said, not doing much anime wise. But hey,
okay, cool.
How about we get into the news?
Whoa, I thought you were going a different direction with that.
Nudes?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so check it out. There is going to be an anime adaptation of a light novel called The Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. You excited about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fucking... Are you kidding me?
Dumb names always produce amazing things.
I gotta see it. Yeah. It looks so fucking... like, cover art for it looks fucking cool, too.
I mean, A Sister's All You Need? Man,
Oof.
what trash.
Is so good.
Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? A Place Further Than the Universe? You lost it on that one.
No, I just didn't want to, blow out the mic.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, good shit, right?
Yeah, I'm excited to see that. It sounds like a dumb show.
I'm super
You know
stoked.
what it's about? It's about cancer.
Oh, fuck.
What show was that? It was about cancer?
I'll taste your, pancreas or something.
Did we ever watch it?
Let me eat your pancreas. I don't know.
Fucking goddamn it. What streaming site do you want to blame this time? We can't blame Strike. What's the one that's, super small? It's the newest one. Something with L.
8 Verve.
Verve. It's not Verve. Anyways, keep going.
It's something.
That wasn't it.
H something with a... So, Shirobako. There's going to be a Shirobako anime event, and it's been announced for April 28th. So, keep your eyes and ears open. We're going to figure out what the fuck that is. I'm excited about it. You excited?
Are you excited about it?
Yeah.
I'm excited about it.
Looks fucking clean. Stoked.
Yeah. April 8th.
Close.
10th.
No.
20th.
Yeah. Ooh.
28th?
Yeah.
I got there.
All right. Psychopath Sinners of the System has a new anime project that's been announced too. How do you feel about that?
I saw that. I never actually got around to finishing Psychopaths. It was interesting, but I don't know. Some people told me it wasn't worth it at the end of the day. But
weird. I heard it from a lot of people. They fucking loved it. Really? I tried to watch it, and the first 2 episodes, I was just kind of not for me right now. And that, that happens sometimes. Mm-hmm. If you come away from an anime that you fucking love, it takes a little bit to find something else that you're going to enjoy.
Yeah. Sometimes you're just not in the right spot to watch something.
Yeah, or you're not in the right mood. That has a lot of action and stuff going on, but maybe you're looking for more emotional
or more sexy stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Always in a different mood for different anime. Speaking of that thing, it's coming out January 2019.
Okay, cool. We got some time to wait.
Yeah, so we got about a year.
We could probably finish Psychopaths before that.
I would hope so.
If we watch a minute a day for the next, I don't know.
Finally, Steins Gate Zero has confirmed to only be 13 episodes.
I'm okay with that. Yeah,
me too. Mostly because we watch so much fucking anime. It's easier to watch shorter shows unless you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch so much of this. And Steins Gate's difficult.
Yeah, it makes you sad.
Yeah. It's got a lot going on with it.
Fuck you, you're crying. I'm not crying.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm always crying.
Yeah, dude. Of course, I got tears going everywhere.
I'm excited for that. I still don't want to play. I don't want to play the or read the light novel thing.
Yeah.
I just want to watch the thing. I don't want anything to be ruined for me.
That's fair. And you know what? Probably a good choice.
It's my choice to make.
It's gonna be a good ass time.
My choice to make, Trip.
Hey, did you hear that the UK Netflix is adding a silent voice and erased?
How do I play this? Do I play this honestly or do I fake it?
Whatever you want.
All right, go again from the top.
Hey, did you hear that UK Netflix has added a silent voice and erased?
What?
I know, right? Yeah, no. Earlier, I was telling my buddy Juan.
Damn it. Oh, you fucked it.
Yeah, no, that's pretty exciting, though. Honestly, Netflix is killing it in terms of anime.
Yeah, they're producing so many things.
Yeah, they really are. But still upset about Violet Evergarden in the United States. That's the one thing that they really fucked us on.
Oh, man, that kind of... it still kind of sucks because we're not in the UK, so...
You know what? We're not getting it, but other people are. And if it does really well, if a lot of people watch it there, then what up, United States? Because I don't know if you know this, but Silent Voice released in the UK earlier.
Yeah.
So we're probably not going to see it for a little bit regardless. But it's good that it's coming out on Netflix, so we might be able to expect that in the future, too.
I'm excited for that. I really want to see that.
Ah, man.
Again.
Yeah, I'm I'll watch it. As soon as it comes out, I'm woo, looks like I'm doing this
just
12
watch
nights
it every night, right?
Exactly. It's all right, cool. I'm going to feel great for the next year because I don't have anything to cry about anymore.
I'm not a deaf chick. Or a dude that wants to kill a deaf chick or something like that. That's what it's about, right? It's about a dude trying to kill a deaf chick?
Yeah, essentially.
Is she deaf?
Yeah.
Or is she mute?
She's deaf.
Oh, that's right. A silent voice. That would be mute. A voice that can't speak, that's mute.
Yeah, but you can't hear it, so the voice is silent.
I don't know if we had this conversation. Can you be mute and not be deaf?
Yeah.
Can you be deaf and not be mute?
Yes.
Can you be blind and still smell?
No.
No, that's it. That's where it ends.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one that you really fucked up with.
It sucks.
Yeah.
I'd rather smell than see. That's not true. That'd be horrible.
I'm like, oh, dude, damn. Okay. So 25 episodes have been confirmed for My Hero Academia Season 3.
Dare I say it? Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Let's bro down. Let's bro up. Let's bro
My
off.
Hero Season 3 on Funimation. It's going to premiere on April 7th.
That's like
2 days from now.
That's not
if
right.
you're listening to it April 5th.
That's pretty soon from now.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm excited for that. I know what happens. Want me to tell you? They all die.
Even Stein?
Stein actually... No, he dies too. I was trying to figure out what would make you happier. And like him being alive would make you happy. But no, he's dead. That's not true. The only remaining hero is the fucking grape dude. What's his name?
Grape Coon. No, that's the name of the penguin.
All right, R.I.P. Grape Coon. I forget his name. Oh, Sierra's yelling at the fucking car right now.
It's Minata. It's Minata. I'm doing Sierra.
Oh, were you doing Sierra? Do it again. Do it again.
It's Minata.
Well, let me close my eyes. Do it again.
It's Minata.
Oh my god, you fucking nailed her. Boom.
It's Minata.
Boom, roasted.
Sierra, get at me. Come on, do your best impression of me. All right, so that's been our episode of whatever the fuck this is. You could email your impressions of me to instantRamenPodcast@gmail.com. Yeah.
Is that the news?
That's the news.
Okay, cool. Let's talk about the show we're going to talk about.
All right, so we're talking about a little show called Be the Beginning. It's a Netflix original series. Super stoked to just find that this exists, and then the next week they come out with new stuff, and then the next week they come out with even more new stuff. So we're going to be like Netflix fanboys for the next couple of weeks here.
Which is fine. I mean,
as a heads up.
I mean, it makes it easier for us to find out topics, but like if these are new shows that are being like dropped on readily available site like Netflix, we should be talking about it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, if it's something that like there's something more important coming out that week that we should talk about or something, you know, worthy of discussion, we will. And then we'll probably also check out these shows and be like, yeah, I watched an episode. It was, you know, it was a TV show.
For sure. Cool. Let's try to talk about it without trying to spoil it.
Sure.
And then at the very end, we'll just talk about, because we saw the whole thing. We'll talk about, we'll spoil the whole thing for you guys, but we're going to try to really hard to not spoil too many things for you.
Cool. So spoiler right here, studio, the studio that made it is Production IG. They made shows such as Psychopaths, Ghost in the Shell, and Welcome to the Ballroom.
I like those shows.
Yeah, pretty good shit. The director is Kazuto Nakazawa, and he has made Ergo, Proxy, Samurai Champloo, and Parasite Dolls. He's directed those. So
I like one of those shows.
A lot of episodes of Samurai Champloo. So that's pretty cool. That's all that I've got in terms of some background stuff about this. I didn't do too much fucking research on it, but one thing that I do know, I saw a cool little anecdote from somebody who lives on the same street as the shot that was like in the anime. So this takes place in Italy. I don't know if you knew that.
Really?
It takes place in Italy, which kind of explains how one of the main characters, Koku, is a like violin repair guy.
That blows my mind. Real talk. Like they were saying stuff, and like I was looking at like they zoomed out, you know, at some points, and like
trying to figure out like
they showed like
what's that island?
Like they showed like the structure of like the geography of stuff, and I was like, this is made up. There's none of this shit's real. Like there has to be like a made up world. Fucking Italy.
It takes place in Italy. Yeah. So somebody took a shot. They were like, I was watching the show and I saw the place that like my home is. So he goes outside and he takes a picture in real life and is like, holy shit, like
this is my house.
This is my place. Yeah, like this is the exact angle. The top picture is from the anime, the bottom is like me.
That's cool, man. Okay, well, I guess it's based in Italy. I did not know that.
Yeah, so that's a neat little tidbit. Other than that,
there are Italian accents. I mean, I guess it does make sense. Some of the people had like names that were kind of, you know,
like
Jean
and Bonicello
Marco,
and like,
but they said it Marco
pizza,
a spaghetti.
All they did was eat pizza and spaghetti.
What are you gonna get at Frankie's later?
Fuck me, dude. I don't know. Probably just the same thing that I always get, like the zesty baked chicken Alfredo.
But you gotta ask for it to be zesty this time.
I gotta add zesty because even though it just says like baked chicken, they're always like, this motherfucker wants grilled chicken, basic ass bitch. I'm like, no. You put some spice on that bitch. Yeah. You make that turn orange.
You zest it up.
You make that orange.
Nice. I'm probably gonna get big ZD.
Yeah. How are you gonna do it? You're gonna get like multiple sauces?
No, I'm gonna get the one sauce. The 4 cheeses was fine, but the other one was far superior.
Oh, some would say it's molto bene.
Some would say it's muy bueno.
Who would say that?
A Mexican guy.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Or back to the show, I guess. Yeah. Okay. So I'll give you a quick rundown on what the show's kind of about. Yeah.
Do your best, bitch.
Okay. So. Yeah, it's just hard. I can't use. No. Okay. So. Okay. So I guess we start off in this world where like there's this chick being chased down by some dudes, and like they got knives and they're gonna kill her, and out of fucking nowhere this guy just comes out of the sky and slaughters them. And
at this point I was like, yeah, I fucking like this.
Yeah, it was heavy. That being said, the show's pretty dark, a lot of blood. Be careful.
Be careful.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know if it's for little kids.
No.
More mature audiences.
Yes.
There's nudity.
Ooh.
Violence.
Yeah.
A lot of dead people.
Lots.
Anyways, okay, so
not as many swears as I would have said.
No, there isn't. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Anyways, it's because the Italians don't swear; they don't know how to. Molto bene. Anyways, so we quickly see like the kind of like the cast that we're gonna be following, and it's some sort of like special force or whatever they're called, the RIS.
Yeah.
And they're investigating these murders of somebody named they've named him Killer B because at all the crime scenes they see like carved somewhere the letter B and then followed by 4 little dashes. So
plus they're huge fans of Naruto.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Killer B from Naruto. Good. Fucking got me.
Listen, man. I know anime.
Yeah.
You think that I don't, but look at me. I said a thing.
What tribe's he from?
Who gives a shit? He's an octopus man. Octopus shark boy.
Anyways, he's not a shark.
What is he then? He's not an octopus shark?
He's like an octopus bull.
Octopus bull.
Fuck out of here.
Well, who's the shark boy?
That's the guy from the Akatsuki, and he's a bad guy.
Ah, yeah, classic him.
Shut the fuck up. Anyways, so these guys, like I said, these officers are trying to find Killer B, because there's many murders have been going around, and there's like that his insignia, and then we quickly find out who Killer B is like really quick, and he's some kid that's works in a violin shop or whatever.
Koku. Just Koku.
Just Koku. His name's Koku. And then we meet another main character. What was his name?
Keith.
Keith what? Keith
Flick.
Keith Flick. Yeah. And he's kind of like the house or like the Sherlock Holmes of our
the broody son of a bitch who's like, I'm a fucking genius, but I don't work with people.
Yeah, he's got like scraggly facial hair and he's like got a scar on his face. He's like really smart and he's a genius, but he's kind of
call him Genius, like that's his nickname.
Yeah, and he's kind of socially awkward, but not like painful. He just kind of doesn't fuck with people too often or whatever.
I don't think it's so much that he's socially awkward. It's just that he's antisocial.
He was okay, yeah. I don't know. He's pretty awkward. At one point, he was like just checking out some chicks' butts, and then he gets ran over by a car.
Yeah, but we all been checking out butts and getting ran over by cars. I've gotten hit by so many cars when I've been looking at butts.
I've gotten hit by so many butts when I'm looking at cars.
Whew.
Yeah. No, so we get introduced in him, and there's what's cool about the show is that it starts off and there's already things in motion that we have no idea about. Like fucking Keith has like this backstory. Somebody that he cares about has been murdered or whatever, and he's left the force. And we don't really know too much about it. Fucking Koku, who's Killer B, he's looking for somebody, and we don't know exactly who he's looking for. But he's like, every time he goes kill somebody, he's just like, he seems to kill people who are doing wrong, like what's it called? Like criminals or whatever, people who are murderers or whatever.
Yeah. Do batters.
No good ruffians, scoundrels, if you will.
I will.
You will?
I will.
Okay, I will too.
And now we're married.
What? Is how that... No. There's not an ordained minister here. I swear to God, if you...
Look under your chair.
Holy shit.
Hiding underneath your chair. There's been an ordained minister the whole time.
So, God damn it. So like I said, there's just plenty of things in the air. Keith is trying to like figure out who murdered who we quickly find out is his sister or whatever. And then this team's trying to find out why all these crimes are going on and what killer bee has to be a part of them. One of the girls specifically kind of brings it to Keith's attention that like, look, like all of these things are kind of connected, but also kind of not connected. Like, it doesn't make sense. So she's kind of realized that there's like some third party who's like a part of this, who's like plotting all these things. So the first few episodes are really kind of cookie cutter, where it's just like it's these separate crimes that have an overarching, like there's somebody behind the scenes like pulling the strings.
Yeah.
How do we continue this? How do we get past this? I'm trying to figure out what's the next thing to talk about.
So
because that's the basic premise of it, you know?
Yeah. So throughout the series, we get little snippets of like who Koku is and how he became who he is. We see him confronting a lot of people from his past and people that know a lot about him, but he doesn't know any of that. Yeah, he like hardly knows what's going on.
Why don't you describe what Koku kind of looks like?
Essentially, he's a regular ass dude who looks Asian. And they point this out a few times, like, oh, a Japanese looking dude.
So you're a foreigner of some sorts, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's in Italy and whatnot. And there's another chick, the one that's on the police force that they bring up a couple times.
It's also, looks kind of Japanese, yeah.
Anyhow, so he's just a regular looking dude, good looking, kind of like unassuming. And then whenever shit's going down, though, his arm like freaks out. It kind of like blows up, Zammed Lost Memory
Yeah, that's
style.
what it reminded me of, yeah.
Yeah, it's all like freaky and gross. And then it turns into a big old sword. Yeah. And it like lights on fire and it like melds itself essentially.
Yeah, it turns blue.
Yeah. And it has this like beautiful sheen with a couple of different colors as it's going down towards his elbow. And he uses that to fight. It's like the strongest material ever. Yeah, I think
they called it like blue steel or something. He also his skin tone also changes to the color blue.
And then his skin starts kind of breaking away and like little flecks of like darker parts like bluish black, gray, and his eye gets all freaky too. He gets these freaky ass eyelash looking things.
Yeah, kind of like a Clockwork Orange kind of deal.
And then his pupil, just one of them, gets like fucking huge and enlarged, and it turns blue. Yeah, so he's just got like a blue, crazy looking design going on with his eye too. So his eye is clearly special as well.
He also gets wings, apparently. I don't know if you think.
And he also grows wings. Yeah. So he turns into this like a dark skinned demon man with a sword arm, freaky eye.
Yeah.
His friends don't know about this. Yeah, no, they're not keen on what his adventures are.
Yeah, he also the people he fights know who he is because he seems to have lost his memories. He'll say stuff like, "Where is she?" And people are like, "You don't even know what the fuck you're looking for,"
right?
Because everybody has more knowledge than he does for some reason, and it's later explained why he doesn't have his memories. But people, they keep calling him like the Black King or whatever.
Yeah,
and these scenes where he's fighting with these other people who have either similar abilities, like they can either form like weapons like he can or whatever, or just really like fucking hardcore and really good with knives and stuff, or in swords. A lot of swords in this show. I was kind of surprised how much swords there was, and how few guns there were. Guns showed up later.
I mean, considering it's Italy too, it's just interesting.
And man, these fighting scenes were fucking amazing. Like they would show all the cool fighting stuff, and then it would kind of slow down, and we would see like what they're doing, and they'd speed up and just be like swishes and like lights clashing and stuff. And oh man, I thought they were gorgeous.
They did look like a lot of the animation in it was really smooth, looked good. They even like have 3D cars where at first I was like, oh man, that looks a little bit different than the world just because it moved so much quicker than everything else. But like it looks like anime. The only way that I could tell that it was different is because it was moving slightly different. Yeah. But it looks like anime.
Absolutely.
It's great. Great 3D animation.
I totally like the cars. I like them in the beginning. I think it was the first episode. Where like there's this giant tank thing. It's like this all-terrain vehicle that's like shooting these massive.
Yeah, it's like this big red thing.
And at first, I thought that showed that the show was kind of in the future. But then we look at other cars, and they're kind of like it makes more sense. They're Italian-looking cars, like tiny. Some of them have 3 wheels. Their colors like green and yellow and shit like that. So that's our boy, Koku. I'm so glad we finally got a character who's got a name that I can't forget. How hard is that?
It's pretty easy.
It's literally 4 letters.
And then the other 4-lettered character that's our second main character, Lily.
Yeah, she's a part of the force. I guess I would describe her personality as sort of bubbly, but also like really strong, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And
She's
smart
like,
smart.
she's like gung ho about everything.
Absolutely.
Like, let's get the fuck on this. Like, why isn't everyone doing this?
Yeah. So she's like, let's do it.
Yeah. I like her a lot. She was a pretty strong character.
Oh yeah, I really liked her. She's smart. She can hold her own. There's a bit where she has to go. I mean, this is way later in this thing, but like this just kind of showed who she was. She was sent to pick up Keith and take him somewhere. He's like, oh, they told me to bring a leash, so I brought a rope. You know, like she was legit gonna tie this guy up and like drag him somewhere, and that just like cracks me up. Her emotions are really like well animated. You know,
they did a good job
because the show is more or less pretty serious, and she does bring some sort of levity to the show.
And she was a really good character to kind of pull out different emotions from different characters too. Get a little bit more conversation going on. So I really liked what she was doing, her purpose in the show.
Specifically from Keith, because she happens to look a lot like Keith's sister who was murdered. Before in the past or whatever. So and like seeing them two, like the dynamic between the two of them was really good. Okay, what else you got, Trip?
There were a lot of supporting characters too, and they didn't necessarily do a lot. There were a couple that did for sure. Like Kayla, she was the computer whiz, like hacker person, which I had a problem with, just because, magic shit, whatever, do whatever the fuck you want. But then like, don't you dare tell me that in this like time period, like world or whatever, you could just smash buttons like no fucking problem, and then like generate 3D models of a building in like seconds. Be like, hey man, can you like make this really quick? And she's like, no problem. Yep. Looks like here's the opening that we've been missing the whole time.
You're obviously not a hacker, bro. Because us hackers, us hackers.
Oh, okay.
Us hackers are offended by what you just said.
Okay. That's what we're doing?
That's what we're doing right now.
That's what we're doing?
That's what we're doing right now.
I love you.
No, in reality, no. But I mean, you got to suspend disbelief that her skills are so amazing. They can like at one point she's like literally like she's like typing with all her hands and her feet. Like she's just hitting keys on the ground. It's just so weird looking.
Yeah, she's like playing the piano essentially with the extra pedals.
Yeah, I liked her. She wasn't bad. I like something I can say. I really did like the character design for a lot of the characters.
That's true.
There's a character he was a taller, he had like darker skin tone, and he had like blonde hair, and he had like cuts and like designs in his hair. I was like, I like him. I think his name was Marco. And there's an older guy, and he was like missing a couple teeth, and he was like the older guy on the force. And when he would sit down, he'd be like going down, and he'd like, I liked him a lot.
Yeah.
There was what was his name? I don't remember what his name was, but he was younger, and he was kind of like spunky, and he's the one that he got stabbed or whatever.
Brian,
was that his name?
I think his name, Brian. Brian Brandon.
Mm-hmm. We also got the Keats old time friend who's like what was it, like some sort of mortician or a doctor of some sorts. Like the white haired guy.
Yeah, fucking what was his name?
He was some sort of
Gilbert Ross.
Some sort of educated man. I don't know what he was, but he seemed to work with a trench coat, like and like in some sort of lab. I liked him a lot.
Yeah,
I liked Keith a lot. And then all the bad guys who were fighting Koku, who were from this weird some of them were called Reggies, some of them were called something else, but
they were just like special kinds of like demon people.
Special sort of. They weren't real. They weren't like humans. They were like half humans.
Yeah, it was a funky thing. But I
really liked their deal. They had like a weird kind of like a Clockwork Orange kind of vibe to them. Like they had like weird tattoos on their face.
They felt like, to me, business clowns.
Yeah, like we're clowns, but we're serious.
Yeah, exactly.
We pay our taxes on time.
Yeah, so they're wearing like nice suits, not like clown looking suits, but then their hair and their accessories and stuff reminded me of like a clown kind of.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. There's one guy I really liked. He had like glasses, and he had like three lines on both sides of his face, and he was the guy from like behind the scenes, and he would make stuff, and I liked him. He was like quiet, but he was like what's the word? Concise. Like he would do things and he'd get them done. Yeah. And he was like in charge of this other guy who was a total fucking lunatic. He kind of looked like a what's the word? Like a mime kind of deal,
I thought he looked similar to Jared Leto's Joker.
Yeah. But I like this guy more than Jared Leto's Joker.
Yeah. But just kind of the
his vibes.
Hair like being short and whatnot.
The way he dressed.
Yeah.
How aggressive he was or whatever.
Yeah. It reminded me a lot of that. Kind of like the same kind of facial structure and whatnot.
For sure. No, so those are like the main players, I guess. People that we'd see in the show. There's other people who are in the background, and other characters who we can't talk about now because we'd spoil things for you. But
sure.
The other characters who are also important to the show. Animation wise, like I said, solid. I feel like the way things looked, the way things moved, they
really good.
Oh, they did their work and they put it in. Like even the 3D animation of the cars,
fucking great.
Didn't bother me at all.
No.
You know, I was like, you know what, these look good. These look they fit in the world.
I noticed it at first, like I said, and I'm like, I wonder how this is going to look with the rest of the show. Oh, seamless,
solid. Yeah. So, what was your favorite animation bit?
I really liked there was a big fight in the rain, and I just loved the idea because they're fighting very quickly, like faster than any humans can see. So we're able to see that as the rain is very slowly falling. Yeah, it looked fucking cool.
Yeah, I think that was one of my favorite fights too. That's when he's fighting the chick that was on the skateboard, and the chick
which I thought was hilarious.
Was it awesome?
It was so dumb. Okay, so like a knife gets thrown at her or something, and she knocks it out of the way. It busts open a box that has a skateboard in it. She's like, "Fuck it, I'll just ride it down the side of this building," and it's fucking sparking.
I think she threw it. She threw her knife, and the box opened. Like she had
whatever it was.
She had like the skateboard plotted there.
She was like ready for it.
Could have been a motorcycle. You know, it's like not the skateboard.
Nah, the skateboard, dude. Fuck it.
I like when they were fighting in midair. I mean, fighting like downhill while he's flying, and he's shooting her, and she goes like off road or whatever.
Yeah,
and she loses a skateboard, but she's still throwing knives at him. Only to like do a flip and then land back on the skateboard. I was like, oh, what a badass.
That was just a really fun sequence. Yeah. So I liked that. And the animation of it was so clean and so good.
I like how that fight ends out. Like, the
very end of it.
She has a blade on her left leg. Like he has, and he has a knife. And so she gets him, she cuts him and it's like, oh my gosh, she got him. She stabbed him good. But then we see the other side of it. It's like, oh, like the classic, like, oh. They both got each other, but one got each other better. I was like, I like that a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, great animation in my opinion. Production IG absolutely knows what they're doing.
Yeah. Oh, killing it, dude.
What audio wise, you got something to tell me about music wise?
So yeah, absolutely. Fucking hated the outro.
Okay, really?
Just straight up, couldn't do it. I was very happy about skipping the outro.
Okay.
That's just me. Other people can like it.
Okay. That's your opinion. That's fine.
I couldn't do it. I'm sorry, boys. Couldn't do it. But the intro, I like. First off, how short it is. Like some anime intros, I love that it's like 2 minutes long. But get fucking into it.
But some are way too long for their own good. Yeah.
Yeah, especially for like a Netflix thing, because I do like watching the intros, but Netflix automatically skips it. And sometimes you have to like tell it to skip it or whatever. But this one's so short that they're just like,
just leave it.
I mean, if you want to skip it, you can.
It's literally like 10 seconds.
2 seconds. Yeah. Don't worry about it. And it's like one of the first times in media that I've been able to hear an instrument that I own that I've always been fucking fascinated with, but you never hear it. And it's called a hang drum or a UFO drum. But yeah, the intro essentially, like, they're all different tunes, but it just sounds like kind of like weird metal rainforesty type sound. Yeah, it's just weird. Like
that was live, guys.
That was live. That was live. That was improvised live. But yeah, it's just a little fun intro that shows like it's since the whole show is very similar to like a crime drama type show. The intro has those vibes, but then we find out, it's like a crazy supernatural show.
Yeah.
It's only kind of a mystery type crime show.
For sure. And I think the only reason it's kind of a mystery, the only reason it feels like kind of mystery is because people know things. And it's not that they're discovering things. People know things that they're just not telling us. He knows a lot of stuff, but he's not telling us.
Fuck that. Bad guys know a lot of things.
They're just not telling us. It's not like they discover very few things. Like even things that do get discovered, keeps us like, I kind of knew that. I had a suspicion to it. That being said, I like the intro. I didn't mind the outro. But it's kind of interesting that like you were able to like just know that. Oh, I know that instrument. That's a very
I was just like, holy shit, where'd this come from? Like
that's a weird sound.
Oh yeah, funky.
I like the intro too. And I'm glad it's short. Fucking Netflix does do a good job with their intros. I feel like because fucking what is it?
I don't know.
Devilman Crybaby?
Yeah.
Bomb ass intro. That was pretty short too.
That was a good intro.
I mean, long enough to give you the skip option. But this one was like, they did. I feel like this one's solid, and it's like it's nice and gets straight to the thing. It's not over the top.
I'm excited to see what other intros they have with these next two shows we're going to be watching, Ico Incarnation, and what was it fucking called? Whale
Watchers.
That's close enough to me.
Where the whale's wind blows.
That's
the Sorcerer's Whale.
Yes.
Catcher in the Whale.
That's another great title.
Whale Word Bound.
Ooh, yeah. I've heard of that one.
You like that one?
Yeah.
Where the whale things grow. Did I already say that one? I said that one. Well, the wild things are. That's what I meant to say. Like, what's it called?
Children of the Whale.
Damn it!
Fuck. I had no idea. Yeah, that comes out yesterday.
After we post this?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. I was just like,
that comes out yesterday.
Okay, cool. All right. Once it's posted, the day before that. So tomorrow. No, 2 days from now.
Yeah. So you have 2 weeks to catch up to us.
Oh, yeah, we're in the future.
When we were talking about it. Unless you're listening to this like forever ago, in which case, like, get on it, bitches.
Unless you listen like through the window and it's like present day.
Oh shit.
Okay. I like the audio. I like the character designs. I said I like the animation. Overall, I like this show.
We both watched it in English.
Yes, we did.
I want to say that. I'm sure the Japanese was great because it usually fits very well. They plan around it, so whatever. But we watched it in English, and it was fantastic. They did a wonderful job with it.
Yeah. Like I said, I really like this show. I thought the beginning was kind of slow, in my opinion.
I felt the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt it was kind of slow for me. At one point, the things kind of started turning up, essentially. And then I was glad I was giving answers to questions I had. So that made me, there was more, what's it called? There's more, I don't know what the fucking word is. I always do this. There's more incentive to continue the show.
Like, sure, yeah.
Because I was like, okay, cool. They've answered questions. I'm going to pull it out. And I really like the way it ends, in my opinion. We'll talk about that in a bit. But overall, I think it's a good Netflix show. I don't think it's for everybody. It kind of reminds me of like a crime drama, kind of like a Death Note kind of thing.
At first, I had those vibes.
Combined with sort of like a some sort of, fucking fighting anime, that has like really good fighting scenes and stuff like that. So I think this show can appeal to many people. I just don't know. I just don't want to be like, yeah, check the show out.
Well, it's hard for me too. We both have different opinions on where the show gets good, because I liked it at the beginning, and then about halfway through, once we started getting into the nitty gritty details of everything, I felt like it was a little bit more convoluted than I was expecting. Mostly because instead of it being told like very straightly, like, here's what happened, it was like, yeah, each of these characters has a different weird shit that's going on.
It's just kind of told in chunks. No, I get you.
So I feel like the way that they told the story wasn't done in a way that was cohesive enough to just be able to absorb it easily.
Yeah.
But it wasn't done in a creative enough way for me to be intrigued with the way they told it.
For sure.
So it didn't impress me with the way that they told it. But overall, like, I didn't have any problems with the story. I just had problems with how they told the story.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's kind of weird. And it's hard to say, like, you know what? Just watch a couple episodes. You'll figure out if you like it. Because,
like, there's that change of pace in the middle, yeah.
So, like, I said, I enjoyed it at first. I didn't enjoy it as much later. It was still a good show. You enjoyed it more later. So if you watch it and you're not very into it, you kind of have to commit to halfway. Or if you do like it, expect a change and don't, keep expecting that same thing.
For sure. That being said, this isn't too much of spoilers, but this show was, the way it ends, there's definitely like an opportunity for like a second season,
Yeah, they definitely lead you to believe there can be.
That being said, I'd really gladly watch the second season of this.
Yeah.
Because I ended up liking a lot of the characters who are remaining by the end of the show, and I would love to see them fight other tasks or continue going on with their lives and seeing what comes of them, what they come to be or whatever. So I'd gladly see a second season of this.
Cool. I don't think I would. But
okay.
Then again, I'm like, if it's out, I might just watch it because I've already watched the first season
for sure.
And
it's only going to be 12 episodes.
I never know. Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, I would probably watch it, but like
you'd be mad the whole time.
No. It's just not something that I'm like looking forward to. Where other shows, they're like, yo, My Hero season 4, and I'm like, oh yeah, I could fucking jam with that. Even for like Fooly Cooly and stuff, I'm like, yeah, let's hit up some more of that. Even though like I'm not the biggest fan of Fooly Cooly, I like a lot of the things that they did, and I want to see more shit that they do. You know,
for sure, man. Okay, so that being said,
what do you give this?
Oh, out of what?
Out of
your
own
doing letter
opinions.
grades? Are we doing like thumbs? We're doing stars.
We're giving like an interpretive dance of grades.
Okay, here it comes.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. How do you like
I have
that?
a little bit different take on it, but
what's it look like to you?
Looks kind of like this.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel kind of violated by your interpretive dance.
Thank you.
No, don't be thankful.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Okay. No. How do you want to do this? I guess out of 10 or just letters.
You know what? I just thought overall it was a pretty good show.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody was looking for an anime to watch and they were kind of thinking about this, yeah, fucking go for it. Of course.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for like a specific kind of anime, this isn't a show that I would just be like, hey, yeah, watch this one. You're going to fucking love it. I don't think it would be my go-to suggestion for any kind of specific thing. Like if you are looking for a crime drama type show, I'd be like, oh, hey, I got you. Watch fucking Death Note.
Yeah. I would say that this show probably isn't the best to be introduced to anime. Like this isn't like you'd have to be someone who like knows what anime is, appreciates some of the tropes, and be like, okay, I kind of get it. Some of the things that is kind of convoluted. You kind of
because they have like weird ass looking characters and demon shit going on.
Yeah, a lot.
But it's not like if you're watching like Death Note. That demon shit you get, you know, it's real world, and then it's like, oh, demons from another world. But this is like, we're not going to learn about these demons for a while. We just have to accept them.
I liked it. I'd gladly watch them this season. I wouldn't. I'm not like waiting for the moments. I'm not counting on the moments for it to come out. But I'm just like, I'd gladly see it. Yeah,
really
man.
Good characters. So yeah.
I'm gonna say out of 10. Like if I had to give it out of 10, like a 7.5.
Okay,
in my opinion,
that's pretty fair.
I feel like that's a good number.
I'd say 6 or 7. Yeah,
yeah, like
somewhere around there.
It's in my opinion, it's near the better half of near the top, not like near the bottom. Like I'm not gonna give it a 5 or anything, but
like I said, I had no qualms with the sound.
Yeah.
Great
really
animation, great animation, great voice acting. I like the world that they built and everything around that. But the story is where it lacked, and that's the part that I care about the most.
For sure.
Even though you have amazing characters, you need to have a story that I can get involved with.
I totally respect that. Cool. Let's quickly. Okay, so now we're gonna do just like the.
I guess we're gonna spoil some
portions of this show. Just kind of came out. If you want to watch it, don't listen to the rest of this because we do want to talk about how we think the convolutedness that you were talking about. Want to clarify some of that and talk about how it ended and what our opinions are on that. So from here on out, just go away. I guess.
Be ready for some spoils.
Yeah. So here we go. Spoilers.
Yeah. Okay. So getting into like the different story elements of it. Finding out the whole backstory,
of who they are, what they are.
Yeah. I didn't like the backstory episode. I felt like I was in a flashback rather than like I was learning something new that was like, this is going to be something to apply to this character like right now.
For sure.
Instead, it was just like, yeah, we're just dumping a bunch of knowledge on you, but not in a way where you can see it all like take place, if that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. So what Koku is essentially is like at some mountain somewhere. There's like I think it was like 13 just corpses.
Yeah,
like some remains of some people who are just in a lane, like in some weird circle, and there's some weird like tablet or fucking some sort of tile that has some sort of weird inscriptions on it or whatever.
Yeah,
and people decide, I guess they're gods, they're like, oh, these are gods or these are some remnants of some sort of godly beings. Yeah. And the government gets involved and they say, okay, we're going to start trying to like revive the gods or whatever. And Koku is one of those gods, essentially the king of them, right? And he's been reincarnated into this human body. Before that, they also made these things they call Regis, who are like not humans, but like kind of humans who are like kind of just like these psycho-looking dudes who are made to be human weapons, and the government uses them as human weapons, right?
Yeah.
And they take this weird kind of gold elixir to keep them level, but it's kind of like a drug that they.
It is a drug that keeps them from going crazy.
Yeah, and if they don't take it, they get really fucking hostile. Okay, so that's kind of
go through like withdrawals.
That's kind of what Koku is, and his left eye is his eye. Has the ability to like erase people's memories.
Yep.
And he was always told never to use it on his fellow companions, classmates, essentially. And these classmates are kids who are also the reincarnations of these other things, and they all have abilities too. And he's in love with I don't remember his name, but Yuna, which is number 4. So B, Killer B, his insignia isn't, a letter B. It's actually the number 13 because that's who he is.
Yep.
And followed by the 4 dashes, which is who she is. So,
but it's done in a special way, which I've never seen this on a clock. I used to have some Roman numeral clocks like around different places. My mom had one. My grandma had one. I think we had one at school or something.
Yeah.
Never seen it like they explained.
Yeah.
How the number 4 in Roman numerals is normally
1V.
Yeah, IV.
Yeah.
And then in this it was just 4 eyes. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't care too much. I don't care too much about Roman numerals to make that issue.
But I was like, no, that I just thought it was interesting. I'm like, America doesn't do it this way. So that's kind of a cool thing to know.
Another thing that we learn is that like Keith Flick, his dad was kind of a part of these trials where he took care of these kids. Yeah. He was in charge of them. And Keith Flick is actually the kid who he broke the code from this tablet when he was 12, which helped them create them. Like they were studying this tablet for a long time, couldn't do anything about it. He peeped it and he's like, boom, I know what this is.
Don't worry, it's got like 1,000 pieces of info.
Because he's some genius,
Yeah.
And so he's kind of responsible for the creations of these things. And then his buddy, what's his name? Ross, he said, right?
That sounds right, yeah.
Him and his buddy Ross, they kind of grew up together.
That's his last name, maybe.
Went to school together. Other things we need to know.
Yeah, Gilbert Ross.
So there was an attack on the school, and Flick's dad was killed.
Yeah,
and we don't know who was the spearhead of it, but essentially Koku had a brother, right? Who had a right eye.
Yeah,
and he was the only one who was they said, you know what, this kid probably can do the same thing Koku does, but let's keep him in the shadows. So he was never allowed to hang out with other kids. He was always like stuck inside the house, and so that kind of,
I don't know about you, but that feels like real fucked up.
No, it is real
stupid.
No, it is real fucked. No, absolutely.
Considering that this is like a tablet of the gods, and they created these fucking crazy beings.
So
and one of them, they're like, you know what? Let's just fuck with that one.
Yes.
Like, no.
Well, like all the other kids there, essentially, like they know that Koku's like he's the one, like he's so, and they're all there to serve their king or whatever. And this other kid, essentially gets the shit out of the stick, and he's like, "You're in the background, just in case something happens to your bro. Like you're here on standby," which sucks. And so he gets manipulated into essentially being like, "Look, dog, you're just used for spare parts. They're gonna kill you one day." And then he goes off and he starts killing a bunch of people.
Yeah, I can't blame him.
Yeah, no, absolutely no. I mean, he's manipulated, obviously, as a kid,
Yeah.
Releases Reggie's, and he grows up. He's the guy with the sunglasses that has those weird,
3D
paintings.
shapes.
Yeah, and he's Koku's brother, and he's the guy who's actually in charge of all the the bad guys. Like his eye. What is it? Like it manipulates people's ability or some shit. Like he can tell them what to do. Essentially, he can brainwash them. So he's the big bad pulling the puppet strings behind who this other guy who we thought was the big bad.
Who's actually being manipulated. It's just a whole thing.
Yeah, and
that's where it gets convoluted too.
And then we find out who actually killed Keith's sister. Right?
Yeah.
It was fucking Ross, who was like, it's kind of a no brainer after a while because like this guy's kind of a creep, he's kind of a weirdo.
Even though they were like total homies.
Yeah.
As soon as she died, he was like, I don't trust him anymore. Mm-hmm. But then they still like worked together for 8 years or something.
Yeah, well, he suspected him because Ross was obsessed with his sister.
Yeah,
and then like we don't find out until like the last episode that she was like an adopted sister. So it was just like because she loved Keith. Keith loved just learning, obviously cared for his sister, but wasn't like in love with her, and then Ross hated that. So he became obsessed with her, killed her. And then he just started killing people who looked like her, which was super fucked. He also had they also said at one point that he had like multiple personalities and stuff. I was like, okay.
And you know what? Maybe we don't let the like crazy boy hang out with these important people.
Yeah. Well, the crazy kid, the crazy boy was like, he was the son of another person who was also in charge of these kids. And he's the one that manipulates Koku's brother into killing everybody, and then they kind of use each other. One always thinks like, oh, I have you, like you do what I tell you to do, and the one's like, no, I do. I do what you tell me to do, but only when I want to do. So it's this whole thing. It all comes to a head. Koku's brother gets killed, right? Because he's a good guy. Obviously, he's gonna win. I thought he was gonna die, honestly. I was
kind of hoping he would die.
Yeah, I thought that'd be more true to the story, I guess.
Yeah. Well, also, like none of the main characters died.
No,
it was just the villains. Like every villain died.
Yeah. So Koku gets kills his brother, saves his girlfriend after they get their memories back.
Yeah.
Fucking Keith kills the doctor who is happy to get killed because he's like, you and I are the same. And I was like, in my head, I was like, no, you're fucking not. That's what I said, right?
Yeah.
And then out loud, Keith is like, no, we're not. You like murdering people. I like to learn. Like, what are you talking about?
One part that I liked about this too was like, one of the other cop guys is just like, what do you plan on doing?
Yeah.
Like when you find him. And it was just like, I don't know if he's asking because he's like, I'm going to stop you from that. Or just like, I want to help you with whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I'm your boy.
I'll kill him with you if
and
you
hide
want
the
to kill
body.
him.
Yeah,
Exactly. Or like, we'll just arrest him if that's how you want to. I don't know. Whatever you want to do.
Well, Keith did decide to, like, he made the choice to arrest him. He's like, I'm going to arrest you. But then he like pulled out the gun and says like, yeah, man. He essentially was saying, whoever comes in through that door first, whatever member of your team comes, they're getting a bullet to the head.
And he's like, all right, so I
have
killing
to kill
you, I guess.
now,
That's kind of a fucked up thing for you to do, brother.
He played his, he played him to it, and he's like, he was happy. He's like, the last 4 seconds before my brain shuts off, like, I'll get to see the reaction in your face. I made you a killer or whatever. Apparently he's not a killer.
Yeah, well, I mean, whatever. That guy's a fuck up. And like, he's endangering other people's lives. So like, you kill him, and you don't have to feel that bad. Like, that's essentially what Koku was doing. Yeah. He's just like, no, I'm only killing people that are like really bad.
Yeah, and the people who's killing that are really bad are Reggies. Because there's essentially there's a huge amount of Reggies who, that's what the name of these people who are like these weapons, Not
necessarily.
They were saying that like the amount of Reggies
no, sorry. I mean, he wasn't necessarily just killing Reggies. Because like we start out with the two dudes that are like essentially like kidnapping and like raping and torturing these women. And Koku comes in and he murders them and the Reggie or something like that. Like he just takes care of all of it.
Yeah. No, so what it is like, so like in the world, like this world's, the police are super corrupt. Like, like the fucking Ross was killing people literally in the police station. Yeah. Like he was able to make it like, acquire people to, pass hands back and forth.
And all of them are faceless, which I thought was kind of weird. I felt like there should have been like a couple of important actual policemen, but they were all just faceless.
Just kind of, essentially
pawns. Okay. Hello, we know who you are. Thanks for showing us your tattooed palm.
Yeah. So, the tattooed palm. So that's kind of the gist of it. Essentially, bad guys die, good guys win. Fucking Keith returns to the force at the very end. Our main, Koku and his girlfriend, they're together. I thought they were gonna like go away together somewhere, but then
I expected that too.
At the very end, like you see, what's the name of the girl that's
Lily,
like she stops and does a weird U-turn. It's like, hey, Koku, what's up, guys? Like, get in the car, I'll give you a ride. Like, I'm like, and so that's why I'm interested to see where this goes. Are they going to join the police force? Are they going to be some sort of unit? Are they going to try to clean the government? Because realistically, I thought they'd leave and like, oh, they're still around. And then my favorite part was after the credits of the very last episode. Like somebody's talking and he's just like, yeah, honestly, we shouldn't have let them take care of it. And that's what you get when you let like lunatics handle things that people who aren't crazy should do. And he's like, yeah. He goes, like, and he goes like, yeah. And the guy stands. We just see him from behind. He stands up. He's like, he's got white hair, which is kind of. There's a lot of people with white hair in the show. He gets up. He goes like, it's about time I get back my left arm, anyways. And he turns and it's the guy the kid that protected Koku when the place was being raided. Yep. And he took his left arm.
Because like everyone was dead, and essentially like the leader guy, the like Flick's the dad's name is,
was like, your instructions, follow them.
Yeah, exactly. And like, go take these from these other kids. They're all dead, but you can still use them.
Essentially, he's like absorb their body parts and like let them become one of you. Let them live through you. And he still hears the voice and stuff, which I thought was cool.
I thought that was really cool. That was the best part about like any flashbacks.
And he takes this guy's hand, his arm, and that's why he has that sword or whatever. And I was like, oh, it's super cool that he's coming back, and he's maybe, who's he a bad guy? Is he a good guy? Why is he alive? There's a bunch of new questions that are brought to my attention, and I'm super excited to see that. Like, another bit I really liked earlier was we were talking about the chick that he was fighting with who had like a sword for his leg,
Yeah. She had that leg,
We see like that she was never really down with the whole issue, with the whole revolution thing, and she's like, hey man, cut off my leg. You're gonna need it. Like,
I like that.
Like, that might come in handy.
Cool.
And so at the very last fight, like he's doing he's doing fights and stuff. His blade arm is fucked, and he's just like, what do I do? Because in the place that there are, he can't heal rapidly for some reason. And he's like, Koku's brother's like, you're fucked. You can't do nothing. You got no more weapons. And he does like a weird kick, and he's like, boom, check out this bomb ass sword like I got. And it's like flashback to like where he got it and who the shit gave him. I'm like, oh man, I really like that. I'm excited for next season. Whenever that comes out, I'm not like I said, not counting down the days, but I enjoyed this. I would love to see where this group of like police people go and where this supernatural guy fits into this universe. Is he just gonna live with his girlfriend and hang out, or is he gonna be like try to clean the world up, or is he gonna work with the police force? And
I mean, my qualms with this first season at the very least is that they had a lot of moving parts that just felt like were unnecessary. We didn't make it that complicated. There were too many similar people that they were just like kind of faking us out. Like, these are the bad guys. Nope, these are the bad guys. Nope, this is the bad guy. And it's like more and more is built off of that, where you're just like, oh, nobody matters over there anymore. Nobody matters over here anymore. Yeah. And like, I don't know. I didn't like how it was shifting that way. So in this next season, if they were to make it less complicated like that and make it more so like, how does he fit in this world where there aren't any of these people going on? Or like, maybe it's somebody else's goal to make more of those people. Like, if it gave us more of a definitive thing that's going on, because there was nothing that he was trying to stop in this.
Yeah, essentially he was trying to find his girlfriend, and like, he finds his girlfriend, and fucking Koku's brother's just like, I just need to kill you, because if I kill you, I become the god, or the king of gods, or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and then we find out when Roth is like talking to fucking, what's his name? Flick, right? Keith Flick is just Keith, like, he's like, I told him that. It's not true, or whatever, but he thinks that, so who cares,
Yeah, I was just like, oh, so none of it matters?
Not really, because he saved his girlfriend. We knew he was going to get her.
Yeah.
I really thought he was going to die. He didn't. I was super surprised. Anyways, I still like the show. The ending was fine. Questions I had were all answered, so I'm not upset about that. New questions have arisen.
Sure.
Like, cool. I'm excited to see what happens. And I think that's it. Yeah.
That's pretty much all I got. Yeah.
Cool, man.
It was a good time. I didn't feel like I wasted my time.
Exactly. And if anything, the bare minimum, it looks really good.
It does.
So it's super pretty, and the animation's super slick. You just watch all the fights and be like, cool, dope fights.
Yeah, sick fights.
Cool. So that's the show, guys.
True.
Next week we're reviewing, what's it called?
Ico Incarnation.
Mm-hmm. Cool. It's also like another Netflix original that just dropped last week, right?
Yeah, it came out on Friday. So
we're gonna watch that and review it, and then next week after that, like I said, another show, Netflix original. We got plenty of stuff coming up, so stay tuned, I guess. Okay, that's it. If you like our logo, hit up Aaron from TurbyTops.com.
Oh yeah,
he's super dope to work with.
Oh yeah.
If you like our music, hit up Tom Nasser.
Oh yeah,
he's on SoundCloud. He's on YouTube. He's on, I always say Grindr, which makes me mad. He's on Tinder. That's a good one. Because I want to say something else, but I always revert to saying he's on Grindr, even though he's not.
Well, he's also on Christian Mingle. He's on Black People Meet. He's on Farmers Only.
You see all of those.
Dude, I got you. Don't worry. I'm on all those sites too. That's how we met each other.
Nasser and ASR. Trip, where can we find us?
People can find us on Facebook. Look up the Instant Ramen Podcast. Same goes for Instagram. Look up the Instant Ramen Podcast. If you want to shoot us a tweet at Instant Ramen Pod.
Podcast snippet.
And you could go ahead and send us an email. Give us your best impression of Sierra. InstantRamenPodcast@gmail.com. Also, sometimes we write blogs. Sometimes I stream Donkey Kong and other shit. We just have the best life that we could live.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's it. This is back from Juan.
I'll see you around from Chris.
Hey, Trip, don't forget.
Just add hot water. Like, we were there on time, and people were there fucking early.
Yeah. It sounds good, yeah.
That was a good one.
I should just do voiceovers.
That's all.
People like
pop it.
People are like, hey, what do you do? Like, I'm the popping noises and all those commercials and voiceovers and movies.
I'm like the Snapple guy.
Yeah. Nailed it.